Alright, welcome back. I believe this is episode 7 already. When we resume, we should see some dwarfs coming in, creating the workshops, like here. If I pause, I also designated the butcher's area. No, I didn't yet. So I will designate the fisher area and the butcher and the tanner area to be mined out. I leave the living quarters for now. And resume, and we see the mason workshop is done. So we will be creating some stuff in the mason. We need at least 2 doors for now. We will be making a lot more. We're making 2 tables, 4 chairs, or thrones are they called here, and some statues to make the place nicer. You can give up to 10 orders, but with the R button you can also make them repeat the order, so just to keep them busy, but I won't be using that now. The craftsdwarf is also almost ready. As you can see, there's nobody in the carpenter's workshop. It's because of this. It needs a dwarf with a carpentry skill, and since our carpenter has also the woodcutting skill, and if we go all the way up, we see he's woodcutting here. You see, well, we actually don't see him, but this is the tree that's going to be chopped next, so I think it's him. So if we resume, we see he's still cutting wood. Chop, he just cut this wood. So what we are gonna do is pressing D, then press X to remove the designation, and we're gonna remove all these trees from the designated list. So now we should be going to our workshops all the way down here. In the meantime, the craftsdwarf was finished, so we will be crafting. We will actually be crafting rock. Why? Because we don't have a decent wood crafter or bone crafter or shell crafter, and there are plenty of rocks, and dwarfs like rocks, so you can do a lot of stuff here, but like I said, for now we will be crafting rocks. What we will be crafting is pots. At first we need a lot of pots to put stuff in. No, actually we are creating 4 nest boxes first, or I believe 3 for the 3 turkeys we have, and then we're gonna create a lot of pots, and after that we're gonna create some crafts to increase the wealth of the fortress, of the empire. So let them go. Oh, we have to check on our butchery area. They're still not finished there, so continue. And you see the woodcutter has almost finished the carpenter's workshop. Yes, it should be finished now, so we can make some beds. Actually we make some bins first. 4 bins, and then he should be making a lot of beds. Beds, and I press R to repeat this task. He's going away. It's probably because he's thirsty. He's going to drink some. So our butcher area, well, we will be using it as a fisher area. We also want to designate another zone by pressing I, and make a little zone here next to the water. Make that a water sewers and a fishing sewers. We also want to check down the river. Now the dangerous fish are here. They could get up to here where my fishing zone is, but we should get a warning and hopefully our dwarf doesn't drown and get killed. This actually is our fishing dwarf. Well, he is our weaponsmith, but he is fishing right now. And what did he fish? He fished 3 raw mussels here and 2 raw mussels there. So he is actually using the river to fish, but we have made him a zone right here to do the job. He also fished here. We see a rotten raw pond turtle. It's rotten because we didn't have a fishery up. So I should have actually put off the fishery job before the fishery building was up. But that's okay. There's plenty of fish. Some waste. It are just fish. Fish don't have feelings, right? Alright. We have cleared some area. We're gonna build our fishery. So press the B, the W for workshops, and all the way down. Here is our fishery. Let's make it from jet as well. Since chalk is our flagstone, well, we should have plenty of chalk, but that's okay. Here's actually our shaft all the way down. It's quite a bit away from our fortress, but that's okay. The rest is finished, so press the B for building, W for workshops. We're gonna make our butcher. Where is it? It's over here. Butcher. Let's place that in the corner. Make it from yet. And tenor. Let's make that from chalk. Okay. Oh, and I actually carved out too much here and here because we need a door here. That's okay for now. We will be carving out the rest of this area, and we will be going up to our workshops. Yeah, let's make some more tables. 2 more tables, 4 more chairs, and some doors. I could repeat the task on the doors since we need a lot for our living quarters. I also want to have my storage area up. I'll let them finish here first. But I hope our anvil doesn't get stolen. It should be still here. Yeah, we see it here. Our anvil that we bring. Let's see if our fishery is going up. No, it's still not. We have to make sure our fishery gets up soon. Like the carpenter, it also needs a dwarf here with fishing. So let's see what he's doing. He's still fishing. So we can go to our lazy nookback window. We can go to utilities and to the dwarf therapist. And that opens a too big screen for you guys. I will be fixing the screen size for the video. And here we have the dwarf therapist. This is actually our fisher. And he's still fishing. Of course, I wanted to turn that off, but if we turn that off, he's not gonna make the workshop. So I will be going over this later. And let's hope he stops fishing soon. And get to finishing the building. Here is our farm. You see here they already growing crops. We can do the hotkeys. So F1 is already set for here. 2 levels down we can press capital H. Then we press F2. We call this farms. And then you have to press the Z button. Then for F3 we go to our workshops right here. I can name them workshop and then press Z to zoom there. If we press F3, then one more level down, F4, name that living, press Z, and here is the food. So F5, name this food and press Z. So if we escape out of this, now we can press F1 to go to the surface, F2 to the farms, F3 to the workshop, F4 to the living quarters, and F5 for the food. So this takes quite a while to carve out. I guess I will be pausing the video and resume it right now. As you can see, the dwarfs have cleared the whole area. Before we are going to put up our stockpiles, we need to clear this area of all the rubbish. Well, not rubbish, since this is magnetite, we can make iron eventually from it. But we don't want it in our stockpiles when we create them. So if we press D for designate, then the B for set building item properties, well in this case it are item properties for the rocks, you get another list. We want to press D to dump the items. We're gonna temporarily dump all these items at the location of our stockpiles. Right, so where are the dwarfs gonna dump? We have to designate that as well. We press the I button for zones, then we make a tiny little zone somewhere where we can find it back. Just like here, it's good. Press enter twice to make the zone actually. Then we make a garbage dump, so we have to press G. And now all these items I designated to dump will go here, and they pile up on each other, and we can reclaim them later. Also, the fishery has finished in the meantime, and we ran out of solid rocks since this was all metal ore and not like rocks like the chalk. Our workshops have stopped working, like the mason, well, and the craftsdwarf, since there are no rocks. So we have to designate an area with rocks. I'm hoping this area contains a lot of rocks, so our craftsdwarfs and our mason can start working. So since we have an upstair here, we need a downstair above this level. Press D and press the J, then put your cursor on the right spot, then create a downward stairway here so it gets connected, and we can also connect this to the main stairway like so. So this area gets digged out. I will be continuing this in the next video, where we set up our food and our stockpiles for the food. See you guys in the next video.